Hey guys, Nate from Richard's Guitar Studio, and today's drill is a Bach excerpt that you can play on classical guitar. If you don't have a classical, you can do acoustic or electric, it doesn't matter. And you're going to definitely need the tabs, so click the link in the description and open them up. I'm going to do this lesson a little bit differently than normal. Something like this, you have to work with the tabs for a while. So that's not something I can just teach you right here in 5 minutes. So I want you to work with them for a little while and then come back to the video. I'm going to give you a couple pointers on the music. So the first part, the first thing is, usually in classical guitar, your 3rd fret D, pinky, or 3rd fret G are played with the pinky a lot of times, because the 3rd finger is doing some other bass notes and other things. So you want to get used to playing the D and the G with your pinky. Alright, so the first part, first measure, the bass notes that you play with your thumb, and if you're not a classical guitarist, you can just use your thumb for all of the bass notes, any ordering of fingers up here just to get yourself started. If you're a classical player already, check out my fingerings that I have on top. And if you're not familiar, P-I-M-A. P is your thumb for pulgar, indice, medio, annular. P-I-M-A. So I have them indicated for all the notes, which fingers to use. But if you're not accustomed to that, just get your thumb on the bass notes, and then any finger will do on top, just to get yourself started with the classical. So your bass notes should ring as you're playing the melody on top. So this bass note A, you don't want to like play it and then come off of it like that. You want to leave it down so it continues to ring throughout the melody. And then the bass note D is an open string, so that's easier. Like that. Then it shifts position, and then this G sharp, that has to hold down as you do your hammer on. Alright, and again, I'm assuming you've worked with the tabs already and you've learned the fingerings. So you definitely want to leave that G sharp down as you do that. Then you're going to want to use your 3rd finger on A to prepare yourself for this chord with 2 and 1. Alright, and again, as you're doing the hammer on, your 2nd finger is staying there on the bass note. You can leave your 1st finger on G sharp, alright, because it stays there for the next chord. So our goal here is to make 2 completely different melodies by holding down the bass notes and making sure those ring out as you're playing the melodies on top. On the 2nd line, you have a C bass note. Again, that's going to ring. Here's a perfect example why you want to get used to the pinky here. So your 3rd finger should be doing the C chord, or the C note. And then your B has to ring as you do a pull off. And pinky on D melody. Back to your C, scale down on the melody. Then this one's a little easier with the bass being an open string. And then you're going to hold your E. So that's why you're going to use your 3rd finger on A, so that this doesn't cut off. You want. Alright. And then you can just leave that E ringing, because you're going to play another low E with that hammer on. So those are just a couple of pointers on how this goes. I'm going to play it very slowly now, so you can follow along once you get it sort of fluent. So that's the whole piece. I would recommend definitely working on it like 2, 3, maybe 4 measures at a time. Break it up But it's definitely something that, like I said, you're going to have to work with the tabs for a while, and then come back to this video and use some of these pointers to help you polish it up. All right, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments or send me an email, richards@richardsguitarstudio.com. Have fun.